At the recent Bilderberg group meeting held in Virginia, discussion in the main conference hall evolved around the implementation of the RFID microchip implants for the masses, with the deployment of troops to deal with Mexican border issues in violation of Posse Comitatus statutes. I see America just one crisis or attack away from becoming a full-fledged police state. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know about how quickly we're going to become a police state, but David said it exactly right. Under the rule of the Antichrist, the world will become a police state, except that nobody will view it as a police state. Concerning the chip, the Verichips Corporation, they're on the New York, or the NASDAQ as ADSX. They've been in business for a long time. In Los Angeles County, all of our pets, all of our dogs and cats have chips in them. It's been that way for about 6 years now. All of our animals are chipped in the back of the neck. Can't feel it, can't see it, it's just done. United States Marine Corps, there are certain Marine Corps special forces within the Marine Corps. The U.S. Navy SEALs. There are Ranger and Delta forces. I happen to have 3 gentlemen at our church who witnessed personally the implanting of tracking chip devices for special deployments because they went into countries without any national identifications. They were tracked from satellite. There are over 3,000 U.S. Army forces known, that's public, that have been chipped for military purposes. The technology's been there for a long time. What am I saying about what this question is? David Hocking mentioned the push towards one currency. We're going to have one currency. But even that's not going to fix the problem. Eventually, you want to evaporate physical currency. You want to stop terrorism. You want to stop human trafficking. You want to stop drug trafficking. Then convert the entire system to a numerical system that's cashless, and you'll dry it up in a matter of weeks. And all of this violence, all of this soft border business that's going on, screams for another form of monitoring our system, monitoring our borders. It's screaming for a new way to look at how you keep track of people. You guys, if you have an iPhone, in my pocket, I can go to IMAP on my phone right here, and it has my location, and it will display my location in a blue dot wherever I'm at in the world, including a couple weeks ago in Pedro. It's amazing. If my iPhone knows where I'm at 24/7, the technology's there. And militarily, it's been there. How close are we to complete collapse and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. I don't know that stuff. But I know this. When I see this stuff that looks like and feels like bad news to us, when I calm down and open up my Bible, I have to say, wow, this is amazing. I'm alive right now to see this happening. It's incredible.
Silence. Let me add one little interesting thing that comes from Bill Koenig. Many of you know Bill, a White House correspondent. The only one out of 250 who was pro-Israel. But anyway, Bill finally got what he's been after for a long, long time. He wanted to go to the Council of Foreign Relations to see what really goes on. And they have a rotating system among the correspondents. Bill's time came in. He was just there. And I had a wonderful talk with him about it. He was surprised at what they were talking about, plus what they weren't talking about. First of all, there was no discussion about world government. They already believe that. So that's an assumed thing. What he was surprised about was Bill Clinton. He said, if you think we're done with Bill Clinton, you better think again. He just almost took over the meetings. And whatever he said goes. He is a part of the big boys club, let me tell you. And Bill Koenig said he was kind of shocked by it. It wasn't his wife, and there was no Obama, but there was still Kissinger, who's getting pretty old, and Gorbachev was there as well. All of these guys that have been into globalism, they're all there. This is a good old boys club. You're either in it or you're not. But what he was surprised about was the role of Rick Warren. He has been made a member of the Council of Foreign Relations. And that's alarming. We need to pray for Rick that he gets his act together and gets back to the Word of God. Anyway, I just thought that's kind of interesting because he's been mouthing about global religion, as you know. And his global peace plan is an acrostic. And the P originally was for preaching the gospel and planting churches. They changed it. It's now promoting reconciliation among all the religions of the world. I think we need to be, again, like Jack said this morning, we need to be very discerning about what's taking place. A lot of the churches and church people are really going to sleep spiritually with all this happening. And it's happening so fast. It'll be interesting to see, by the way, what CNN does with the first 100 days. That's coming up this week. What they say about Obama's first 100 days.